Hello and welcome. Happy Wednesday. This is your midweek mindfulness break for the week of January 27th. Today is the 29th and the moon is new. We're at the very beginning of the lunar cycle for the Aquarius new moon cycle, which is just a beautiful, lovely time to rest, to incubate, and to consider any intentions that you would like to plant seeds for. So for today's practice, we are going to do a nice, lovely breath awareness practice. So we're going to focus solely on our breathing, the actual act of breathing, and how that feels in the physical body. And then towards the end of the practice, I'd like to guide you through a little visualization to work with the new moon in Aquarius. So thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and begin. Finding your comfortable meditation posture. Comfort is the key here. So feel free to lie down if you think you can stay awake, and that's more supportive, or sitting on a couch, chair, cushion, or bench. And allow yourself to sit with a nice tall spine while maintaining a sense of ease as well. If at any time you start to feel uncomfortable during the practice, then just acknowledge the discomfort, notice and feel, and then please move and adjust as needed. As always, I ask you to give your body whatever it needs today. And as you take your seat, go ahead and become still wherever you are. Bring your awareness to the overall feeling tone of your whole body, mind, and spirit as you come to your practice, as you approach your practice today. Just noticing what you bring into the practice based on whatever experiences you may have had before coming to your meditation seat. And then take note of the weight and shape of your whole body. And then allow the weight and shape of your whole body to settle down into the support that's holding you here for your practice. And if you haven't done so already, you can gently close your eyes or gaze softly toward the space in front of you. And as we begin the practice, you can allow the belly to soften and the breath to be natural. And if it feels appropriate, you can also let your heart be soft and open, ready to embrace whatever rises in your practice with kindness and compassion. And we'll continue to get centered here, checking in with a little grounding practice. Take a moment to notice the soles of the feet in contact with the floor. And just hold your awareness there for a few breaths. And guide your awareness to your seat and your seat back. If you're lying down, to the whole floor beneath your body. And just notice where your body connects to the support below you, beneath you, behind you. And hold your awareness there for a couple breaths. And then begin to sense the energy of this space that you're practicing in. And sense the energy of this space as a supportive space. And then notice the energy or presence of the surface that's holding you. And just connecting with the energy around you. And then noticing the space surrounding your physical body. And here you might notice where your body meets that space. You might notice the temperature of the air and where the air meets the surface of your skin. And then drawing inward to the physical body. You might notice any obvious tension that you're holding in this moment. Checking in with the obvious areas of tension, the scalp, the face, the eyebrows, the jaw, shoulders, the neck. And then notice your arms just dangling under your shoulders and allowing your hands to just rest easily here. If you've noticed a lot of tension and it feels appropriate, you might invite in this sense of softening with each exhale. So you might utilize your breath practice today by just inhaling into wherever you feel the tension in your body. And then with each exhale, imagining that tension exiting the body with the breath. That practice is entirely optional. It's also helpful to just allow whatever is there to be there. And so here we are, establishing a mindful presence in this moment. You might begin to just notice yourself seated in the here and now, resting halfway between the earth and the sky, with embodied presence. And we'll begin to just notice the breath. And it might be helpful to begin with a couple of cleansing breaths. And that's a long, slow, deep inhale through the nose as you sigh it out of the mouth. Entirely optional. Take a couple of those if you'd like. And now allow the breath to become natural, softening. And if after this it still feels controlled, just let it be as it is. And we'll take the next 5 or so minutes to just settle our awareness on the breath. Begin to sense the breath in the nose, noticing the air moving in and out. If you can, breathe in and out through your nose through the practice that the nose houses our natural filtration system. Noticing the breath moving down into the body now. You might feel the breath moving down the back of the throat and into the lungs. Now I invite you to notice how the body moves with each breath. You can start with a more obvious movement by noticing the rise and fall of your chest or your belly. You might feel the rib cage expanding and contracting in all directions, the front, back, and sides of the body. It might help to place your hand on your belly or your chest to get a little tactile feedback here if that feels appropriate for you today. Continue to notice the natural flow of your breath for a few rounds of silence. Allow the breath to flow at its own depth and pace. Let the breath have its own rhythms. You might notice various things coming into your awareness to pull your attention away from your breathing practice. So just allow that to happen. You might notice sounds or thoughts, sensations or emotions, and just recognize the distraction as what it is, and then gently come back to your breathing. And you might notice some deeper movement in the body with each breath. You might notice how the lungs move, gently wrapping around the heart, coiling inward with each inhale and releasing back on the exhale. Imagine the lungs like wings just wrapping around the heart, giving your heart a little hug. You might notice the diaphragm movement. Inhaling, it presses downward into the organs beneath. And then on the exhale, it recoils back up to rest beneath the lungs. You might notice the pelvis expanding and contracting with each breath, just like the ribs. As you feel each breath, let all the other experiences rise and fall like waves of the ocean around your breathing. Allow yourself to be steady, to witness wherever you feel the breath moving most predominantly in your body at this moment. I'd like to offer a guided visualization to help you work with the new moon in Aquarius. And so you'll just continue to let the breath have its own pace, its own rhythm. You can continue to watch and witness each breath and just listen to my voice as I talk about the new moon. As we welcome the new moon, imagine yourself standing under the night sky, the dark sky. The moon is not visible when we're under a new moon. Imagine yourself surrounded by the energy of Aquarius, the sign of innovation, community, and future visions. Feel the cool, expansive energy of the air around you. The energy of the new moon is fresh. It's a moment of renewal, of planting seeds for your highest ideals. Take a deep inhale, and as you do, feel yourself open to new possibilities. This is a time for fresh ideas, for breaking free from the old patterns, and for embracing what's new. Let the Aquarian energy encourage you to think differently, to see your life from a new perspective. What is calling to you right now? What dreams or goals have you put aside that could be reborn? And take a moment to think about one area of your life that you'd like to bring change to, whether it's personal growth or relationships or a vision for the future. If you can, in this moment, picture it clearly. Imagine yourself stepping into this new chapter with courage and creativity. Allow me to read you some words of intention for this new moon. I open to the new, embracing what serves my highest good. I trust my intuition and allow fresh ideas to flow through me. I release what no longer aligns with my purpose. Now feel the energy of the new moon envelop you, hold you, support you, knowing that it supports you in your journey towards transformation. And take the next several rounds of breath to simply sit with this energy, breathing naturally, allowing your intentions to settle into your heart. If you can, at this moment, before we conclude the practice, you can invite the sense of presence with your practice, with your breath, with your Aquarian new moon energy to deepen. Calm and steady with this breath, deepen the experience. And then gently release the practice and guide your awareness to your heart. Again, you might notice if you're holding any tension within that space. And if so, you might invite the heart space to feel a little more open and soft. And then as you feel ready, begin to invite in the felt sense of gratitude for this moment, for this practice, the ability to start over, to start fresh with each new moon, and anything else that you might be grateful for today. And then begin to deepen the breath. Once again, feel your body, feel the room that you're in. Notice your body in this space as you take note of where you are. And as you feel ready, you can begin to flicker your eyes open. Placing a hand on your heart, you can gently bow your head down towards your heart to honor yourself and your practice. Thank you so much for being here. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Thank you. See you next time.